Never know when this thing is gone live. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday night to you. Let's see. Come on, baby. Yes, no, maybe, yes, live. Am I? Yes, I am. I hate Streamlabs so much. I don't know why I've been such a slave to them for so many years. And good evening, everybody. There's D, just me. Just popped in on the end of your dog food there, honey. You had closed it down by the time I popped in. Jennifer, how are you? Yeah, I had a little virtual Thanksgiving cocktail party I had to attend this afternoon. So hey Jacob, what's going on? Nice to see you tonight. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Tuesday night. It's so strange to me. Thank you, Lisa. I don't know what tonight feels like, a Thursday night or something. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday night. Hello, Amy. Nice to see you, sweetie. Rocking and rolling, Vegas bound, baby. Is this the last trip as Cornholio closes? Well, thank you, Michael. I was running around today doing laundry and cleaning up, washing dishes, washing my clothes from yesterday, all stinky, crabs and fish. Put that all in. Let's see. Craig said, "Hi, Rosie. I really enjoyed the video on Laurel and Hardy. I remember that episode like it was yesterday. I watched every episode 3 times when I was a kid. That was when comedy was clean fun." Exactly. Hello, Cobra John. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. Truth Teller 91. She loved those treats. I bet she did, D. You were very, very creative. And if you haven't seen it, please check out the Laurel and Hardy, the music box, the famous steps. I think it's something like 100 some steps there that made famous by Laurel and Hardy in 1932. As you can see, we ran into some lovely young ladies. We spent a little time at Laurel and Hardy Park in LA. It was great fun, and it's always such a blast to go to where movies were made and movie history was made. It's one of the things that I love most about LA. Hello, Mew. How are you? Excited for Vegas. JJ, how are you? We had shrimp and fish tonight and thought of y'all when I took the when I took the trash out. One thing I've learned from travel, guys, is when you go away, you best be damn sure that you take the trash out before you go away. Okay, you don't want to come home to a stink bomb of a crab house with garlic and all the. Oh, can you imagine that in cold weather when you can't open all the doors and all that crap? Hey, Ake, how are you? How are you doing? So I had a little bit of a virtual. You ever been to a virtual cocktail party? A little virtual Thanksgiving cocktail party, which I thought was kind of nice to attend, given by my workplace, something a little different. Virtual cocktail party. Yeah, I bet you do, JF. I bet you cut your teeth on that. So let's see. Hello from Maryland. Well, thank you, Lola. And you'll learn real quick, JF Trucker, that your messages will never see the light of day on the chat. They get timed out and removed before they can even be posted. Zoom sucks for lives. You can find something else. Any advice? I don't know, honey. Don't look at me. Streamlabs is okay. I've been dealing with it for longer than anybody I know. Over 4 years of trying to work with this turkey of a platform. Some people have success with StreamYards. Some people I've just stuck with Streamlabs. I'm used to it, but when I try to go mobile with the Streamlabs mobile app, it just sucks. After 40 minutes, the live stream chat just cuts out there. Hello, Joey D. KD2 Life says, I hope your day was amazing. It was, oh, well, thank you chiming in. Thank you, sweetie. Wow, I guess I should get cocktailed up more often out there. The old buzzard's looking all right tonight, huh? Thank you, sweetie. Listen, it was raining today, and it's a little bit of an adjustment. The first real rainy day of the rainy season is psychologically, it's a little, it's like we stretch out summer, we stretch out fall, and then all of a sudden, kaboom! We get that first stretch that says winter is here, and it's kind of crappy, I'll tell you. Looks so warm and nice and warm and cozy. It definitely is tonight. Thank you, Canadian chick. Good to see you tonight, and Amanda, evening, Rosie, and everyone. Good to see you. For sure. So it's a bit of adjustment. Look, I'm a crybaby. There's people that live in, I mean, my friend Carl, Sky Carl, right, AKA the guy that built the airplane in his house. I mean, a real full-size airplane, right? He had like, I don't know how crazy high, 80-mile-an-hour winds in Ohio. And people were getting roofs torn off and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Lynn. And there is Carl right there, my friend Sky Carl. Check out his channel. He is one of my electronics pals, but as I always say, he has the distinction of being the guy that built a airplane, and I don't mean a model airplane. I mean a real full-size airplane in his house. The guy's somewhat of a genius. For sure. Looky here says snow is better than constant rain. There is. The crabs were amazing. B. High leisure. Big restaurant, 2.5 pound, 3 pound crabs were very good. Love to eat them. But I really like the cod. That's my favorite eating of all. Hello, Laura. I think when you get older, when I was little in Maryland growing up, and my grandfather, we used to have crab feasts and things like that. Family crab feasts where you take tons of newspaper, you put it down on the table, you put a couple of 6 packs of beer down, you throw down a whole mess of steamed crabs with that great seasoning and some mallets, and you sit down and go to war with them. And I always wondered, why doesn't my grandfather like to eat steamed crabs? And he's like, just give me the crab cake. Now I understand. As you get older, you don't feel like fiddling around with shells and getting cracking to get. Just give me the damn meat, right? Give me the damn meat. Hello, Laura, Sunshine Vibe. Nice to see you. I am having a great night. Getting ready to blast off for Las Vegas tomorrow. I have completed all videos pertinent to Los Angeles now. Picked up a lot of new subscribers on the channel, particularly over the last month and a half. And I want to thank you guys for that. And I think in return, I've been trying to deliver the content as best I can. And LA was just piece after piece after piece, I think, of delivering the content. Now, Vegas is going to be Vegas. It's always going to buffer the first 5 minutes in, unfortunately, chiming. There's something that happens with the 5 to 7 minute mark with the sons of you know what at Streamlabs. It causes this thing to fart on YouTube, but just bear with it, just refresh it. It will fix itself. Good evening, Natalie, for real. Jay Holly, how are you tonight? Oh, well, thank you, Paul. Good evening, Rosie. You're looking so pretty tonight, but no, thank you. Sometimes, hey, Scottish. Hey, Jay. Hey, Kitty. Look, I know. I get the mail. I'm a slob, right? Rosie, you look like well, what did I get today? You look like a ghetto slob yesterday. I do clean up once in a while, okay? But I'm a very dressed down kind of person. I'm not one of those gals that's all girly and all that stuff. I have nails, I break those things, bust them off and all that stuff. I am staying in a hotel, Canadian chick. Now, oh, thank you, Scottish. Now, why am I staying in a hotel? Because it is dirt cheap. And I have somebody else is staying in the hotel with me, not in the room, but staying in the hotel, kind of on a Las Vegas holiday. It's going to be kind of fun. Monkey Boy is going to be working in LA for a few days. He will not be coming up until Friday, so I'll be hanging out with Mr. Z in the beginning, and then we'll be doing Monkey Boy. I want to. Hi, Jacqueline. Sometimes a girl has to get dressed up. That's right, Betty. I had Penny Pincher. Good to see you. I had a virtual cocktail party tonight. Have you ever been to one sponsored by where I work? And I kind of enjoyed that. Everybody kind of getting together on Zoom and having a good time. Was the crab worth it? Yes. Yes. Jennifer, that would be awesome. Love to hang out with you. Please just hit me up your digits or contact number on, just Gmail me. I can make it like new at gmail.com. I'm crazy about DZ. Is wonderful. I'm hoping we can get together and co-stream or do something like that. DZ does amazing content. You thought it was Elvira, huh? Come on, man. How you doing? What's up, Donnie? How you doing? Was the crab worth it? So much work and cost. Look, Matowix, you're a very pragmatic person. Now, put the cost of the trip together and you're about $3 bills, $300. But look at it this way. What price can you put on the experience of doing that? You can pay $150 to get a 2-day pass at Disneyland now. Of course they're not having Disneyland, but that's not something that I enjoy 1/3 as much as I do being out on the open ocean, fishing, participating, watching the crabbing and all that kind of thing. So, and with my friends, the boss had a hell of a health scare last December into January. Honest to God, almost, thank you, Natalie. Thank you, sweetie, $1.99. I almost told, thank you, Teresa. Hi, Jeffrey. Janet, it's time to prepare for, maybe think about moving up here to the rancho when the boss moves on or whatever. I'm thinking about how I can take care of Janet. So the boss made an amazing comeback, and to be able to share fishing and crabbing, something that we have a passion for, and something that we both look forward to twice a year, was a priceless thing. And it really made me appreciate the friendship that I've had for over 10 years with the boss and Janet. It has been remarkable. There's Go Donnie. Come on, man. Money well spent, exactly. And it's not something I do often. As you guys know, I enjoy a great deal of support here on YouTube, but I'm also super careful about the way not only that I spend the money that I receive on YouTube, but also in my personal life. There's not one thing that's changed about the way I've lived my life from 2013. Okay, and I can well and truly say that because I do believe a person can change their basic nature. If you're an appreciative person, you're always going to be an appreciative person. If you're they don't like it when I say cheap. If you're a thrifty, economical person, you're always going to be a thrifty, economical person. If you are well-centered and have good bearings in life, money's not going to move your needle at all. And if you guys don't know me by now, thank you. Joan Ann Smith says, good luck in Vegas. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. And if you guys don't know me by now, the one thing that really moves my needle above everything else is people, people, people. Who am I going to meet next? Who am I going to hang out with? And I'm lucky. For the most part, when I come to town or hang out, people don't run the other way. They don't hide behind telephone poles on the street or duck behind cars. They meet me. They're happy to engage. They're happy to have fun. And that's the way it should be. Thank you again, Joan Ann. Yes, Craig? Cheap person. Yeah, thank you, Toodles. Craig says, Rosie and I are cautious with money. We were raised in a different era, Craig. We were raised in a different era, and Cobra John and Bobby, where money just seemed to be something that people were much more cautious about and much more appreciative of. And since we didn't have a lot, you could be a rich person living in a castle with millions and millions of dollars in a Beverly Hills home, but if you're alone, and you don't have that network of people to reach out to, your life is pretty, maybe you're happy, I don't know. But for me, you could take all the money, put me on the streets in my raggedy ass clothes and out hanging with people. Not only do I have a blast, but you guys have a blast hanging out too. And that's what it's all about. Having people that genuinely like to hang out with you. Now, I did get a question today from, Rosie, why don't you do panels again? Since you're such a people person as you profess to, you would think that you would be firing up panels all the time. I love the time I did panels from June of 2015 to the end of into early 2019. I enjoyed it a lot. It was some of the greatest stuff I did. Hey Gerald, how you doing? Good to see you, Coach 9100. But it was something whose time came and went. As I've said before, you'll notice people that do panels, they always start out with the best of intentions. They're good people, but as I've often said, you get enough people together on a weekly basis, week in, week out. You're going to have fractures. You're going to have fissures. You're going to have people that start. It's inevitably somebody's going to be pissed off, and there's going to be drama that happens and things like that. And channels just they start to fall apart because it stops being fun for the panel host. And just as a subtle little reminder, at the end of 2018, 2019, my channel was known as the Rosie Springer Show. Okay, I always had a full panel in that time of YouTube. You put up to 10 people on the panel, and we get to drinking, we get to cutting up, we get to hooting and hollering, and they just became total shit shows. And, I just got up one morning in January and I just thought, is this the way I want it to be the rest of my time? And I thought, I'm going to try just doing my own thing and how that works out. And I've been happier for that. I put my attention to like real life and meeting people in real life, although I love the people that are online here. Um, People come and go on YouTube. But the friends you tend to meet in real life are the friends that stick with you a long time. Let's see, Natalie, so you going to North Avenue was super amazing for me to see for multiple reasons. Which North Avenue? Baltimore, Detroit, which there's so many North Avenues. North Avenue in Baltimore, you better keep the engine running while you're walking. Have somebody driving you. Cheers, Denise. Free Sample says, I watched you all the time before I was deployed. I'm so happy to be back and be able to watch you again. Free Samples, I'm glad you're back from your deployment. And I can assume that you're in one piece and haven't been injured, at least in any really detectable way. And that's a beautiful thing. This is a 1960 Motorola 21 tube stereo console. It's considered the finest console ever produced in the United States of America. It has 3 channels, a left channel, a right channel, and a dedicated center channel that is strictly bass on that. The cabinet, Motorola made the wise choice of saying, we're not a furniture manufacturer, okay? We don't know the Mad Men style. What we know is how to build a hell of a great radio, a hell of a great receiver. We're going to focus on the electronics. Let's reach out. Let's find a fine furniture maker in America and let them do the cabinet. And they reached out to Drexel in North Carolina and said, hey, it's 1959, 1960, the Mad Men, the Space Age, the New Era, Danish Modern. Would you design our console? And you can see the beautiful thing that sits there today. A very fine collector piece. Hello, Kevin. Hey, Sandy, hugs. Hate people in the world. And the word cheap. Hey, Robert. How are you? Betty Smith. Is Vegas still able to keep the lights on? This is what I want to ascertain. Why am I going to Vegas? This is probably going to be the last trip. Um, we're heading down a really dark passage right now. I cannot speak of New Zealand, Matowicks, where you live, and you've gone through all the darkness of New Zealand and the cases and all that, and people in Australia, the UK. It's pretty obvious to everybody in this country. We were fearful when winter comes on that we're going to have a spike in cases. I first realized that back in spring when the Cornholio just invaded those packing plants, meat packing plants, which are kept very cold, very chilled. That Cornholio ran riot through meat packing plants. Okay, and I had an idea. Well, when winter comes, fall and winter, and it starts cooling off, that Cornholio is going to run riot. Well, that's happened now, and it's running riot. And we're going down a really, really dark passageway. Now, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But let's face it, we have now come into the reality and the recognition that although less people per capita will die than died in the spring because we didn't know the proper therapeutics, we didn't have Remdesivir, we didn't have the therapy of how someone should lay in their hospital bed or how they should be. We're a lot better at keeping people, making them survive. But as the case numbers grow, the absolute number of people that are sick and dying is going to rise, and probably rise dramatically. It's going to be a very, very, very traumatic time. Not only for this nation, but a lot of the world too. Is the Motorola tuner fixed? No, I have very faint AM, low volume. But I have it running enough that I can enjoy Christmas records, Andy Williams, they're going to sound great on there. Okay, so we'll still have our Christmas tradition here. Toodles says, I've never been to Vegas. Hey, Trish, how are you? Good to see you. Hi, Lisa. What's up, Jackie Blue? It's all about to get crazy. Are you thinking of meeting Rich Life in Vegas? I will meet anybody, Penny Pincher. People come in all different shapes and sizes. Personalities, um, different levels on the bullshit spectrum and things. I'll generally meet anybody unless I believe that they are a personal threat to safety or something like that, okay? Or I'm not comfortable with meeting that particular person. I would definitely meet Rich if he was in Las Vegas, no problem at all. I said I would also open up the Rancho to Rich wanted to come and visit, that would be fine. It would not be an issue with me. I don't anticipate that he would be running around the roof of the house. I don't anticipate that he would be drinking himself to oblivion and, engaging in the utilization of illicit drugs and things. I don't have those kind of concerns and things like that. So, okay, so I would definitely, would I reroute my travels to do it? No, of course not. But if two people are in the same city, we tried to meet up in, I guess it was it September when he met Vegas Vixen, and we just missed by a day or two because I was delayed getting out of Santa Rosa. I can't remember what the hell reason. Thank you, Ashy. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, I will do $20 a day on the, I will do $20 on the slots. If you ever get back to Milwaukee, let us know. I don't play cards in Vegas perfect timing because I used to play Texas Hold'em and Omaha, which is a variation of Texas Hold'em. Instead of 2 cards to start out, they give you 4 cards to start with. So with 4 cards instead of 2 cards, more people think that they have a good hand. You take your best 2 cards out of those 4 and go forward. So there's much more opportunity for theoretically better hands. So people bet much bigger. Okay, and the pots are much bigger in Omaha than they are in Texas Hold'em. So I don't really have the patience to sit at card tables like I used to when I was younger. You can sit there for tournament play for 9-10 hours and walk away with being bounced out of the tournament, or you could sit in a cash game and be up or down $100 after 8 hours. Who cares, right? This was just, hey, Skunk Ape, how you doing? Sure, you can advise against it. Yeah, I have this schematic. Carl, there's just a lot of competing things. I've changed out a few things on there. I believe that the some of the RF, IF cans have been shorted, and so that's going to be a little more problematic. So, no, there's no harm at all. There's no harm at all. As I said, told you guys, the only thing I can do is take the relationship I have with that person. I can't be influenced in my final decision unless I meet somebody, look them in the eye, and hang out with them and make my own decision about how I get along with them. Okay? I have learned that how people convey themselves on YouTube is often far different than in real life. And people that have met me have said Rosie's exactly the same in real life as she is on YouTube, because I don't showboat, and I don't come out. I don't flash cash. I don't do over the top insane shit on YouTube that I would have to be calm in real life. Thank you, Melody. That's very sweet of you. Come down, Texas. Let's go fishing. Yeah, Pig Boy. Wouldn't that be cool? Fishing in Texas. Wouldn't that be wild? Hey, Charla. Yes, it has an AM FM tuner. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Good to see you. So, how you doing? How you doing, Jaime? Jaime Gomez in the chat. So, that's one of the reasons I'm going down to Las Vegas, because it's, I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to think of a positive scenario for Las Vegas in the next 2 months or so. If you can give me that scenario, then give it to me. Okay, already the governor of Nevada asked last week, please don't travel if you're in Las Vegas, stay home. The restaurants were already crushed this last weekend, so it ain't going to get better as we move towards the holidays, okay? And now with the rapidly increasing numbers of cases, it's going to be very interesting to see how things are adjusted. And it would be cool to go up to the Strip, because some places have now closed midweek up there. So it's almost turning into a weekend town. Hey, Treasure Vlogs, how are you? Penny Pincher says, I was a dealer pit boss for 13 years. Oh, man. You got your own lake and pond, Pig Boy? Stripper, booze, and gambling. What's up, street life? Stripper, booze. Stripper could kill you these days. It used to be that maybe the sex would kill you. Now just maybe the Cornholio would. I think a lot of guys are kind of thinking twice. Is the booty banging worth it for the risk? It's got to be hurting. I know the booze trade is off in Vegas. Can you imagine? Now, I know people are drinking at home, but can you imagine? I mean, the average can of beer in a casino, not the ones that you get on the floor if you're gambling at a machine, but the ones where you step up to a bar, are like $10 to $14 a beer. All right. $10 to $14 beer. I can get shit faced on 4 big 20-ounce tall boys, okay, instead of one beer. Now, you know damn well that the liquor take for restaurants and casinos is way, way down. How about the vaccine scenario for Vegas? It's no different. Pocket changey, how you doing? Filling up for your trip. Exactly. Good to see you. Look, it's no different. Vegas is no different. They will not be a priority place for vaccine. It'll be a distribution point just like everywhere else, but that will be, let's imagine we crush things. Okay, because I've been in the medical world for 22 years. Let's imagine if we crush things forward. The earliest the average person is going to get, the earliest is going to be March. The realistic time frame is April through June for having a vaccination. So you tell me. Yeah, thank you, Pig Boy. You tell me what it's going to be like. Yeah, we're not talking about any of this. Is about this my channel, the Whop. Okay, heavy wet snow fall upon up at Donner Summit. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I always drive down to Vegas because it's always fun. I always find something funny on the way. Last time on the way to LA, we stopped in Buttonwillow, which is the cotton capital of California. That was fun to poke around town a little bit there. I think you should go to the Grand Canyon. I want to save the Grand Canyon until such time as I can spend a lot more time in Arizona. I don't want to do a quick in and out just to see the Grand Canyon. Okay. I will be at the Grand Canyon. This time I want to focus on getting a better view of Hoover Dam, seeing what's going out there, being out there with you guys at nightfall and hanging out and enjoying nighttime descending on Hoover Dam. And we can walk around a lot more without being whacked by security booting us out at 9 o'clock. My wife will make you some country food. That sounds really good, Pig Boy. You'll know when I'm coming to Texas, Pig Boy. And, you know, I'd love to see your spread there. Pig Boy went through hell with a terrible flood in Texas several years ago and bounced back, and then now it's better for the experience of it. Hey, Derveet, do you drive through California or Nevada? Thank you, Pocket Change. You go through both of them. I leave here. It's going to be raining here in the Bay Area tomorrow. I go down 101. I go over the Richmond San Rafael Bridge, which takes me over to Berkeley and Albany and down by over that way. Scooting along down there. And then I passed Oakland and head out 580 towards I-5. Make a south on Interstate 5. Make a right-hand turn on I-5. Go south about 250 miles. Make a left-hand turn into Bakersfield, and then Bakersfield onto Barstow. Pick up I-15 and right into Vegas. And you know what's going to be nice tomorrow? It's going to be in the mid-70s in the desert, and the sun will be shining, and that's going to be awesome. That's going to be great. The Clown Motel I've stopped at before. What's up, Kev? Great streams today, and I want to talk to you about that for a minute. I went to the Clown Motel when Dee and I drove from Reno to Las Vegas. We stopped at Tonopah, and I looked at the Clown Motel, did a video there at the Clown Motel, talked to the manager. And I walked over to the graveyard, which is right next door, the Tonopah graveyard. Okay, all that stuff is on the channel. I'd like to take more time to look around. And also Goldfield on the way down. So, hi Cheryl. What's up, Carlos? Now, yeah, Kev, very interesting stream today. Glad you got out of Mexico. Okay. That was awesome that you got out of there, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Really got to hand it to you. The numbers are showing you're growing fast. So you might make that 4,000 by the end of the year. Okay, and I'm enjoying the content. You're putting a lot of time into effort into streaming. Even doing laundry is still fun. So you speak Spanish. It's nice to hear you yak into the locals in Spanish and all that. It's really good. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, well, thank you, BB. I appreciate that. You love the Clown Motel? I would like to, yeah, sorry, I was vacuuming, cleaning up leaves from a windstorm. Oh, my. Wow. Yeah, I will direct you also. I've got Days with Jordan the Lion here. He has done great videos. I think recently he did one on the, yeah, I think he does a lot. I keep up with it, the Clown Motel. He makes great thumbnails. He's a much better editor and does a lot of great work. So make sure to sub him up. Make sure to sub him up too. It is right. Our pockets. I don't have no idea what you're talking about, Carlos, but I will tell you this. Anybody that goes into a family court of law Remember Cat, the glamorous life with cucumbers stolen from Safeway and computer cords cut and gone ballistic. Remember, people are apt to say anything in a family court. It's gonna get the most attention. Okay, so take everything with a grain of salt that you see in that regard. Let's see, cool timing, doing good here, and that'll be the end of your troll tonight, Carlos. What's up, Lemon Day Mandy? How are you? Good to see you tonight. Teeny, nice to see you. Remember, we have people in this community that have real convicting court documents, not not accusations that never resulted in investigations or arraignments, arrests, prosecutions, sentencing, jail, or probation. We got people whose court records are very public, convictions are very public, but yet we'll still be in a state of denial that they did the things that the public records show. Okay, just bear that in mind on YouTube. Okay. Uh, no, this is not the place to ask the question, Carlos. I'm talking about Las Vegas, not about that. Okay, so let's get it right. What's up, Johnny West? How are you? How are you doing? Good to see you. And to tell you the truth, I haven't looked him over anyway because I could care less about it. Okay, I've been down that road with other people where smearing a reputation and altering facts and putting the just the right precise spin on things for good download on YouTube. I don't follow that road on YouTube. What's up, Mouse Toes? How are you? Good to see you. I'm a believer if something's there, they get prosecuted. Let's say they get arrested, they get prosecuted, evidence is put forward, not complaints or suppositions or he said, she said, but actual arrests are done. Court dates are given, people are convicted or they walk. They either serve jail time, probation, or they're done. Okay, short of that, I could care less what intervening and intermediate court documents claim to say or what one side says and the other. I could care less about it. Okay. Now let's see. Hey, Roger Brown, Kiwi Farms put my rest up. I forgot to mention I beat them all. Well, that's what I'm saying, Roger Brown. It will always be shaping things for YouTube and things. That's why I don't. That's why I don't engage it. Okay, because everything is whittled down so it makes the maximum impact with the minimum amount of actual proof. And what gets my attention is when somebody's arrested, goes to trial, and is convicted, and goes from that point in time. That's what catches. That's what impresses me. Okay, not pleadings before a family court judge and all that. So. But that's just me. You guys do things the way that you take things the way you want to take. I'm a little more from Missouri when it comes from what's spouted out without evidence in front of judges, especially when there's romance involved. And we all know what happens when romantic triangles get a little wild and all that. Thank you, Penelope. Yeah, I had a virtual cocktail party tonight. So, yeah, on Zoom. I had to muck around with all that tonight, the Zoom, and go to a virtual cocktail party. I'm leaving for Vegas, Teeny, tomorrow at very early in the morning. I hope to be on road at 5 a.m. No, he wasn't. He was a minor, JJ. That's all conveniently left out when people discuss that particular case. They neglect to say how old he was, but that doesn't whittle it into the shape that people want to hear. I feel differently about people that do things when they're minors compared to people when they are majors. Big difference between the two. Thank you, Treasure Vlogs. Thank you very much. I very, very, very much appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. So That's why I'm going to Las Vegas. I'm excited to go down and see. We have multiple times beginning in March when Las Vegas went into a frenzy of we were right down there when they pulled the plug. And I was telling Dee was like, you don't think that they would shut down these big hotels and then 2 hours later we're down on Fremont Street. Yeah, they told everybody get the hell out, check out tomorrow by 3 p.m. Check out tomorrow by 3 p.m. And then I had the chance to go back in May at the absolute low point, which you guys remember that? Just total lockdown. Seeing Bellagio, Uber Goober, thank you, baby doll. Seeing Vegas in lockdown and the Bellagio dark and the Paris was really, it's not something I ever expected to see in my lifetime. And then I think I went back in July or August when it was just starting to get back on the feet, couldn't use the pool. And then I went back, I think in September, and things were, weekdays were bad, but the weekends were good. Now I think we're going into that second big dip here. So it's going to be interesting to see. Thank you, Sharon, and say hi to Cookie. Yeah, 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 yeah. Exciting. We will go on, man. There will be another lockdown. What I think the government's plan is some states. Now, Nevada and California will, of course, be aggressive in terms of shutting down. I expect New York will be rather aggressive too, because these are big points where people travel and intersect and cross through. Uh, I would expect the governor is going to let people have the Thanksgiving. It's probably going to look really bad numbers. I don't. People are wearing masks, so I don't know. Maybe it'll tail off. I don't know if people lock down or whatever. But then they'll probably the slowest time I think in Vegas is between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and he'll probably, if there's going to be a lockdown, that's when it'll probably happen. In my opinion, that's what I think that will happen. You think Massachusetts will go into lockdown? Yes, they're cheap. Yeah, hotel prices are cheap. They're hanging on, but they've definitely. What's happened is they have taken the top market out of Vegas. The low end market is still pretty solid, especially on weekends. What do I mean by that? The low end, like the Circus, the $46 the Flamingo. I think the Circus is like $22 when I'm going down, but I wouldn't stay at the Circus. It's too crazy. Okay, and even though Wynn and Encore claim that their low prices resulted in a lower class of gangbangers and stuff coming in, they raised their prices 10% off of the bottom. So instead of 113, it's like $126 a night. Big deal. It's still bringing in, when they used to get $299 a night or something like that. So, hey, German lady, how you doing, beautiful? Uber Goober, it's a good thing you're under lockdown. You got to be careful, honey. I know you've been doing it's not easy. It's not easy. I got Sandy Callie down in Texas. She's been locked down since March. Cheryl up in Canada has been locked down. She wanted to go to June. She wanted to go to Vegas. She was all excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. June 21st, they're opening the Canadian border. No, they're not. Now they say the end of September. No, it's not. Now there's no way that border's being open for the rest of 2020. There ain't no way. And that son bitch might be closed until till May 1st. I don't know. Okay, Cheryl. So you best buy yourself you best install some casino games onto your cell phone. All right, or your pad, or whatever the hell you are doing down there. Washington State. There's Sandy. Yes, she is. Cheryl says, did you know the entire population of Canada is the same as the state of Texas? And I think it's also true that 90% of Canadians live within 10 miles of the U.S. border, which is interesting. If we shift the border up 10 miles, we have we have no more Canadian population up there. Pretty funny. So Cheryl's got to be going crazy. Let's already play online. It's not as fun. I agree. The experience is the fun part, and I don't know. I don't think that the wealthy people, the high rollers, will be returning to Vegas until such time as the gangbanger situation is brought under control and the vaccine becomes available and utilized. Then I think things will begin. Fall of 2021, you might start to get the first conventions back in Vegas. So that's a long way of saying, Madowix. It's going to take a while. But will a lot of places in Vegas fail? Yes, they will. It's inevitable that they're going to fail. Somehow the streams were all good during the lockdown with all the streamers. Yeah, because the streamers are going to stream, like me. Okay, I mean we cannot. I'd go out of my tree if I was locked down, right? But we go responsibly with masks, and we're not hanging on other people. The boss is talking about, yesterday waiting to use the bathroom. Well, he's crowding all up in other people in line. Hey, man, you got to spread out 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Thank you, Golden State. Thank you. Boy. Yeah, BB, my darn phone isn't working, Windy here. There's Monkey Boy. I will be catching up with Monkey Boy on Friday night. Now, as it stands now, I'm initially booked through Sunday. I may extend that if interesting things come up over that period. The weather is going to be fantabulous. I don't have my thing, but you guys can see it's going to be close to 80, and then it goes down a couple degrees every day. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be wonderful. I definitely need that sunshine. I'm looking forward to that. Then it's back to the rancho. I'm going to take a few days off around Thanksgiving time, preload some videos, and just turn the computer off for a few days. And then I'm probably going to head down to LA immediately after the holidays until it's time to come back for jury duty. So I've got that coming up. Yeah, I've got the off the shoulder look. You take that vaccine with zero so-called signs of long-term effect. When the man start dying, what are they going to say? Well, I think that's counterproductive to the reality of most vaccines. Okay, we're not talking about, in a way, we're not talking about rocket science. We're talking about something that inhibits the production of this RNA, this ribonucleic acid chain. If you stop that, it's all good. The question is how long it'll last. How long will it last? Hey, Bobo Thompson, how is my beautiful wife doing tonight? Oh, that's so sweet. My bathtub is filling up with toilet paper. Do make sure that you stock up and prepare. If there's any way you can get out, we still have, 9 days till Thanksgiving? And you don't want to wait till next Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday to hit the stores, because the reality is the numbers are going to look even more dreadful, and state authorities are going to be doing more things to limit increase lockdowns. Don't be one of those people that's caught having to be out in that melee, because your chances of contracting infection are much higher when you're out with stomping around with panicking people and all that. So yeah, there's Alan Gold. I got a citation for looking, but I can't help it. Woo! It has dog DNA. Carlos. believe it or not, there's some structures on the DNA strands, and I'm not going to get down to cell biology and all that. There are some things on the DNA strand that are common across a lot of different species. Okay, so it's like the equivalent of saying, hey, dogs breathe too. They're mammals too, right? So let's see. I stocked up on toilet paper. Yes, Alan Gold has arrived. Better shop now. Yeah, find turkey today. I would think there's going to be a surplus of turkeys. I don't know. If I think a ton of people are just going to, if I was having a big turkey to do this year, I'd just be apt to contract with the supermarket and just have the meal prepared, the pumpkin pie, the 10-pound turkey breast, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and just go and the pie and just pick it up the day before and just have it ready to go. Why do I want to mess around with all that? So people aren't going to be in a really what do I say, sociable and glad tidings and skin slapping mood with, yeah, man, high fiving and all that kind of a shit, in my opinion. In my opinion, mitosis went awry. Well, remember, viruses are RNA strands that have to combine with other RNA strands. Something you should be familiar with, Alan Gold, you being the missing link between the human species and, well, we won't go there. Grilling the turkey. Lots of folks won't cook a turkey they're not going to cook a turkey for one or two people. It's going to be the Thanksgiving. There ain't going to be, you're not hearing anything about Black Friday this year. You think you think Walmart's going to be blowing these ads out? Yeah, doorbuster specials. I mean, they'll have the they'll have the health department cracking down. Are you kidding, man? You had 200 people outside of that Best Buy mobbing that store on Friday. Are you kidding me? Right? It ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be an Amazon holiday all the way. Speaking of, please don't hesitate to use my link if you are shopping on Amazon for the holidays. You will see it occasionally roll by on the side chat, not spamming, but once every half hour. So a link for the UK, US, and Canada. If you're going to shop, use that link. It doesn't cost you an additional penny. Your privacy is assured, but it helps the channel out without having to spend an additional dime on that. Yeah. Feel the love. My store did not have pumpkins. I bought a sweet potato pie. Yeah, that would be good. How you doing, Ritas? How are you? Plenty of fights around the turkey table this year. Well, not in my life. Yeah, thank you, Charlie. Yeah, just use that. It's the same gateway. It looks exactly the same. Your privacy's all there, but I don't do memberships. I don't do Patreons and stuff like that. So, and a lot of people don't have the wherewithal to do extra things to support the channel besides watching, which is great. But this is a great way. It doesn't cost you any money, and I like that because I'm cheap too that way. Not a Thanksgivish. A new word. Yeah, shameless plug tonight. Yeah, and there it is. There's the I don't know, links to support for USA, Canada. I don't know what the hell. I guess it continues on down there. I think the UK link is somewhere. I don't know. I'm not the best at posting. I don't know. Do you ever? I don't have an Amazon wish list. I ask people, please don't buy me anything for the holidays, okay? And I'll have kind people that'll do that. And I just say, use it on your family, spend it on yourselves, treat yourself a little better. Get yourself an extra big high quality fifth of bourbon or something really nice. And just get yourself shit faced for the holidays, and just think of Rosie when you do that. Okay. Thank you, Lolly. I appreciate that. I remember you from yeah. They're all coming out of the woodwork tonight. So that's a simple plug. I like things that don't cost any extra money for people to support. Like I say, I would feel uncomfortable making special content that not everybody could enjoy on the private vids for members only and all that. I just what the hell would I tell you guys? My breast size, or what am I gonna reveal, right? It's like Rosie's tell all and all that. Let's see. Lemon Day Mandy says this will be a hard Christmas for me this year. My daughter and son-in-law are stationed in Germany, and all military leave has been denied. Thank goodness for Amazon. Yes, exactly. Bring me the wine. That's what you want to do, Regis. Enjoy your holiday. There's nothing wrong with getting a little wrecked up in the comfort and privacy of your home with family, and just cut loose a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Thank goodness. I mean, I'm going to miss drinking in December. It's going to be hard because the drink has really helped me get through this pandemic so far. So yeah, donate to less. Yeah, if you were thinking about sending uh, something for Christmas, why don't you donate it to a charity of your choice that you think is worthwhile? And that would be awesome to do that, because I don't need anything, you know. The only thing I'm gonna get for Christmas is from John. It's gonna buy me a garlic press. That's it. So $5 or under. Yeah. So good. Thank you, Denise. Buy some vitamins and keep yourself healthy. Take your Corella. I've started taking Corella, the superfood, two in the morning. Okay, and I like that. That's doing good. I'm feeling good. Yeah, I hope I can meet you too. I'd like to meet as many people as possible. Yes, thumbs up are appreciated. I'm on a real shape up for December, Maddox. Embarking on a personal. I'm trying to get myself into tip top, perfect weight for height, perfectly toned, just as a personal challenge, and a little bit of denial with the alcohol. So, I've done it before. I about 3 years ago for Lent, I gave up drinking. So I can do it. I'm going to be in Vegas at least through Sunday. The longest would probably be through Tuesday. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm going to really miss. This will be the first morning in 58 years or something that I'm old enough to, when I was young enough to be aware that I'm not going to be checking in on a Macy's parade this year, which is really rather weird to me, to think of a Thanksgiving without, the marching bands in front of Herald Square and the Macy's store, and all the balloons and all the hullabaloo. It's just think of how much, and I was thinking today, yeah, things are dark right now, but think of how much sweeter it's going to be when those things get refired up again, and some of our traditions come roaring back. And now maybe Macy's parade will have the biggest attendance in its history, and maybe department stores, which ones are left, and retail stores will be overflowing with people. Can't wait to get in there and touch the merchandise and buy, and that's what I like. Yeah, it's a good plan, I think, for getting into shape. 40 years of cocktails is a good run. We met in San Diego. We were stationed together. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, guys. We're so close to a hundred. So, yeah, what happened to Pansy Gronsky, Carlos? I haven't seen her around in weeks. So, Yeah, you were fortunate enough to be there to see the parade last year. We're not going to have a rose parade either, which I'd love because all the floats had to be made with natural flowers and herbs and greens, which was pretty amazing. So, no, they're not having the parade. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. I'm sad about the Mardi Gras will be a blood. Remember Nola Joe that they had the Mardi Gras, the Mardi. I'm thinking of. I don't wear a bra. I don't know what I banged into my head. Do you remember the Mardi Gras last year when that was the first real? They called that the first spreader event. Remember that? It's like, oh, we haven't, oh, Mardi Gras. Oh, shit. Are we going to go to Mardi Gras? The first spreader event. Now, check out, I'm going to definitely check out the new circuit in a very detailed way, Sandy. I'm not going to live stream it. I'm going to go in and do a recorded video. Now, the hotel part is not going to be open. I'm not sure if the swimming pool area will be there to be seen. But they have the largest sports book in Las Vegas. So I'm definitely going to spend time. I'm excited. Dee and I saw them all the way. I've seen that hotel go up from ground, from the site prep work and foundation work and all the stubbing in of utilities and stuff to right up to topping out the tower. I've been watching that under construction for 2 years. So I'm excited. I'm going to be checking out all that stuff. So you better believe it, Sandy. I'm going to do a really detailed thing on the circuit because honestly, I'm excited to see what the first new downtown hotel, built from the ground up looks like down there. So thank you, Off Grid Doofus. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking fire, isn't it? I took a lot of time and a lot of reviews to tell me which one was real looking and which were fakey looking. So the Blackberry were there. They were both sick, but not heavily. Yeah, that's right. 40 years ago today was the MGM Valley fire. That was terrible. And if you go back and watch a live stream, I believe I did early last year, murder, suicide, mayhem in Las Vegas, you can see not only we go to the site where Tupac was shot, but also tour around Circus, which is the murder and suicide capital of Las Vegas, the horrendous Circus complex. But we also saw what today is Bally's used to be the MGM. And I remember distinctly in 1980 watching the news on TV while people were hanging out on sheets out the windows, and quite a few people perished in that fire. Subsequently, the place was remodeled and it became Bally's, and but the memories definitely linger on. Let's see. Joey D said, I read they're going to tie balloons to vehicles and parade them in front of the Macy's store. That will be the extent of the parade. Cheryl said, you should apply for a part-time job. Resorts World is hiring 6,000 people. Can you imagine? I could say so much, Cheryl, but I want to keep your spirits up for Vegas. Sandy says, I've seen those pools and thought about you right away. I knew you'd fit in perfectly. Did Ted Barris really threaten to sue you? I'm not to my knowledge. I don't believe it. I haven't seen too much from Ted Barris. Cheryl, Cheryl's kind of my legal advisor. Cheryl, am I being sued? I didn't get a memo that I'm usually under several lawsuits per year. I didn't get a memo about, I think Ted and I are pretty good, right? I mean, I've actually tipped a few donos to Ted's channel, right? So it's the big property. Okay. Have you ever heard the song Rosie? No, I don't think so. I see you, quirky girl. Yeah, I see you. You're not blocked, honey. It's the big property north of Circus. I've seen it being built, Cheryl, but I think it's going to be. I'm just saying, it's I don't know. Quirky girl, I don't see every comment out there, honey. I'm sorry. I do the best I can. Not to mind, I did hear there's a coalition to dox your mods, though. Who in the hell would put the coalition to dox the mods, huh? Weird. Yeah, I haven't heard of Ted taking me to. I haven't got any real stream news. How you doing, CJ? The legend has arrived. Thank you, CJ. There it is. $2 from Real Stream News. Thank you. My older sister won a hand pay, but I missed it. I was in the room snoozing. Yeah. Sorry, Quirky. I don't catch every single. Sometimes I get. Sometimes I get bloviating here, and I forget. So. Get Ted to come for a barbecue at the rancho. I don't know if he could leave Fireball as cat, and I don't know what the other cat's name is. So I have to say, Ted went from about the 300. What do you say? 350 pounds down to what? To 190 or something like that. He attributed that all to weed, smoking weed. So. Oh, I asked you if you would volunteer for a cruise. No, Quirky Girl. I'm doing great, CJ. The reason why, Quirky Girl, is there's something fundamentally flawed about the design of ships, their ventilation systems. Um, no, I don't think anybody should really cruise until there's a vaccine. Okay, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. Cruising. They're taking volunteers. Yes, and you know what happened? Did you see Quirky Girl? The first cruise that went out is now quarantined off the coast, floating around the ship of doom. All right. I don't know how many people came down with Cornholio, but just didn't work out too good. You an action kid for virtual traveling. Um, no, then we're gonna leave. Yeah, there we go. Action key. Yeah, that's good. All right. So yeah, travel, travel, travel. I gained during then lost. Now I'm gaining again. Well, I picked up a few pandemic pounds, but they're already starting to come off. Like I think I only had about 2 beers last night and a crab and what the hell else did I have? Few shrimp and one half of a piece of bread. So there's no real calories in crab or seafood. So yeah, I've been doing okay. Been doing okay. Yeah, it's a petri dish. Yeah, the very first cruise they sent out, uh, the infections appeared, and now they're debating whether to let some people off the ship or not, or just or just let it be a ship of death. Remember all that shit that went on in March and April and May where cruise ships were at sea and they couldn't come in and all that crap. So, uh, all right, good for you, Charla. Yeah, so I don't think I would go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise anyway, so I don't know. I'd be apt to save my money and just go all out for a really good quality cruising experience with a nice room and do something nice to make it a good one, not to be shoehorned into the bottom of the ship somewhere and not trying to. No, Regis, I don't care. I have no problem promoting other channels. I tell other people all the time to. I'm not the kind of person that tamps other channels down. I pushed really hard to get Kev a lot of subs. I like the content. I did the same thing with D and other people, and I'm a person that believes, the more content, the merrier. The more people grow, the better YouTube. What will become in the cruise industry? They're already scrapping and mothballing quite a few ships. So other nations of the world may feel differently about cruising and have different standards for cruising, but um, how much control can you have in the United States when they're chartered out of Bermuda or Philippines or whatever, their flag down there. Well, they can have a lot because if you want to make a port of call in Miami, they can close the port up to you. That's it. They can say no cruising out of our port. So I don't know. It's very dependent on the U.S. Canadian marketplace, or I don't know. As long as they aren't served, yeah, I think I'd like to go on a cruise too, but I don't want to get the Cornholio, right? And I'd like to go with 3 or 4 or 5 other people on a big sea cruise. That would be awesome. A week or 10-day cruise, maybe Panama Canal or maybe down Mexico, the various ports in Mexico. That would be pretty cool. Do you see any good that came from from 2020? Yeah, I see one good thing coming from 2020. 2021, Maddox, that's about it. I gained in the beginning because of stress. My ship was the USS Macys AS-41. Okay. The only thing I can think of that came out of 2020 was sports were weird this year. Even baseball was screwed up, and basketball, and it's I don't know. I'm trying to think of one good thing. For me, I made a lot of new friends. Oh, I did a lot of great travel, but I think when they take a survey of, looking back in 10 or 20 years, what was the worst year in people's memory, they're not going to have a hard time picking out 2020 as the most horrendous year. So yeah, we were the love boat without stabilizer. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. Love, exciting and new. Hello, Danny. Come aboard. Yeah, less traffic on the road. We're expecting you, and love won't hurt anymore. Thank you, quirky girl. I appreciate that. Thank you, honey. So I'm looking forward to this trip, but I do not know what the future holds. I do know we've probably reached a point of maximum optimism. Now, what do I mean like that? It means the stock market's gone sky high. All the news about vaccine has been favorable. Now we have Moderna, which doesn't need to have super cold temperature handling. Uh, we got to kind of watch out right now. We got to kind of watch out because every bit of good news has been baked into this, has been baked into things right now. So we got to be careful of a disappointment, okay? We don't know what the hell is going to happen, okay? I mean, just imagine if it comes out and there's some weird COVID 22 variation that comes out and the vaccine is just rendered useless. You got to just be smart, okay? Just be smart out there. Yeah, 2020 was bizarro, and it all started so good, right? I mean, we're coming into the new year. We're rocking and rolling. Vegas is as popping as I've seen it in my life. And, February, I do a video, dark clouds on the horizon, start preparing. I never knew it would be this damn crazy. Super rich got richer. Yeah, they did. Yep, they did. Won't get to see Vegas before things go to lockdown. Yeah, I can't ask Bobby to go to Vegas, and no, uh, no, no. Bobby needs to continue to keep his circle tight, and things that he does. I'm not going to put him under the physical strain of long travel to and from Vegas and all that. Rita says, I really wonder if there will end up being a civil war again. No, I think people will gradually come to accept the election results, and we'll just go muddling on. I think there's some optimism in the air now because of the vaccine. So, Kobe was tragic. It was. It was. It won't stop the love from shining. Sue. Yeah, hospitals are filling up. Uh, did you know they didn't kill the 17 million mink in Denmark at the end? I take all news with a grain of salt, Madowix. It's like, okay, they're going to put the wildest spin on the news these days. So you can probably cut it into some kind of half, like, oh, they'll take steps to do that. I don't know. I don't know. Animals are not your friend when it comes to, when dogs are picking up COVID-19 and cats, they're not your friends when it comes to the world of viruses and things like that. They can be your worst enemy. Okay, they can take your Cornholio and turn it into the mother of all death Cornholio and give it right back to you. No, I don't think there's going to be a war with another country. No, some poor bloke was holding a Trump sign on the street corner today. It's going to be like the Maytag repairman, the loneliest job in the world, right? Right. So, but if you tell people we're going to destroy 17 million mink, everybody's going to be clicking on it. Oh, what the hell about my mink coat? Oy vey, I got no mink this year, huh? No mink? Yeah, the mink gave it to its workers, so. Golden State said, I'm so ready for a Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to eat in Vegas. I'm not sure. First night, I like it simple and easy, so. Ooh. Ah. Hi, dear. How are you? I think your life is good and happy. It's going to be better when everybody gets vaccinated. Why? That's when my life is going to be good again, and we turn our attention to other things in the world. That's when life is going to be good. Yeah, Alan Gold, I'm so excited for the next Vegas repeat. Well, baby, I know you will be there, Alan Gold. I know you will be there, because no matter how many times I choose Santa Rosa, Petaluma, Healdsburg, Windsor, man, you're always there, and I like that. I like that. Vote with the eyeballs, Alan Gold. I love that. When, if you do it, do you put up your tree? Second week of December. I'm not a person that puts it up real early. So I like to. My favorite time of year. Well, it used to be the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I just love that time of year. This year, not so crazy about it. So I'm worried there's going to be animal distancing. I need a mink coat to go with my diamond shoes. Yeah, I don't know. You caught that mouse that got into your ramen stash. Cool. Yeah, Alan Gold is a huge fan of mine, and there's no greater compliment than Alan Gold pays than showing up on my streams. I get a cold. No, I get a warm. Ooh, I get a warm fuzzy every time. Hey, Aaron. Every time Alan Gold is in there insulting the hell out of me, I get a beautiful, fake channel, fake bullshit. I just ooze. I feel so good. Everyone's quick question. What do you want for Christmas? Great question. Let's see. What do you want for Christmas? Nothing. How about that? Nothing? How about that? Oh, well, thank you, Lee. I appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you. Penelope says, I may skip the tree this year. One of the kids can do a tree. I don't feel like it. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not this year? Let this one be the year. There we go. The contract one. Yes, they do. Hearts flutter, nips harden every time that Alan Gold shows up. Every time. World peace. I think the state of the world is pretty peaceful now. I think people are kind of kind of internally focused now within their own countries. I just warn people psychologically we're at a peak of absolute optimism right now because of this vaccine and everything. Every good thing has been built into our psychology now. So we have to make sure that doesn't get disappointed or shattered, okay? Because it's going to come down really hard if it does. So health and happiness for all. I'll send my family's homemade whiskey made with love. I want to, yeah, have everybody. I hope this year, my wish is to have a more spiritual Christmas this year. You know, I think that that would be a nice thing. The reason for the season. We talk about it in past years, but this is going to be a year that really retools the Christmas spirit, I think. I think it's going to be a lot different. I think there's going to be traditions that are going to disappear, and there's going to be new ones that are born out of this. What are they going to be? I don't know. I think people will draw closer to family, if not in person, in virtual. You know, people mean more. I know my friends, my travels, my chooching means it's so much sweeter to me now, and it means so much more to me. Life just looks so much more precious right now because of this pandemic when we're losing X thousands of people a day or whatever right now. So it is going to get worse. That's the scary thing. So I got to take my shots on travel when I can comfortably. And yeah, I'll still be traveling, but you know, more is covering and more of a reporting aspect than a travel for fun aspect. So let's see. I get Jen, and Missy off. I get weakness. Nice. Okay, Regis, thank you. I'm not going to insult our president, Quirky Girl. So our president-elect, we have to get behind and be supportive. So, having said that, I don't know. I do like Jeff Dunham, though. I enjoy his stuff. Yeah, small does mean much more these days for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I think you're right though. Right? I do have more appreciation for the small thing. I know I do for friendships and for people that are there, and you know, I'm not happy with the way people speed on the road around here and things like that, but you know, things are calming down a little bit for Christmas time here, and it's going to be subdued. You're not going to see the amount of decorations up in that, but we'll see. Yeah, no problem, Quirky Girl. Just remember, when a mask is moist, it's not protecting you. Yeah. I haven't had any problem, Patricia. I think I change my mask very often. So I think I've been in good shape. Knock on wood. I haven't had any bad effects. The only bad thing I had was the vertigo this summer. Remember in July I was throwing up, or August, 30 times in a day. That was terrible. I haven't had anything. So yeah, boss. We don't work that way on this channel. We're not a sub for sub channel, honey. Sorry. So no. Are you a content creator? That's the question on here. So if you're a content creator, yeah. Things are good on the ranch. They're in good shape. I got everything cleaned up. From yesterday, all the dishes are washed, all the tables and silverware is done, and bed sheets and linens and towels. All that stuff is in good shape. It's a lot to put on. It's a big production. You got to plan the menu for pre-fishing. You got to get up at 3:30 in the morning, do the whole fishing day, then come home and process crab and fish, and then get the rest of the dinner on. Crash out, get up in the morning, put breakfast on the table. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, you decorating this weekend? Good. Yeah, I'm glad that vertigo left too. I hope it doesn't return anytime soon. It may have actually been from up and down altitude. I've noticed I'm very prone as I get older. My ears don't adjust to the, because I'm gone from the high desert, or I'm gone from LA, which is at sea level, traveling up to Vegas, and up to 4,500 feet and then down, and I think that stuff plays havoc with my inner ear. So, yep, crab. I actually prefer, as I get older, I don't have the patience to fiddle with crab and all that. I'd rather just buy the lump crab meat and make crab cakes or something. I get a lot more enjoyment out of that. I just don't feel like getting my big framing hammer out and busting crab claws and and doing all that. I just don't have the patience for all that, Patricia, for all that. Just like to go in and buy the can of jumbo. In Maryland, we used to get the backfin, jumbo lump backfin, just make great crab cakes and or get some soft shell crab sandwich. I love that stuff. So once in a while, yeah, I'll eat some blue crabs and things like that. So there will be no time serves in New Year's Eve. I wonder how long it's been since there hasn't been one. Oh, I think during wartime, I think you'd have to go back to World War II to maybe the dark days of 1941. After Pearl Harbor, a lot of cities were still in fear of Japanese bombings and invasions, so they had blackouts and blackout curtains. So I'm quite sure New Year's 1942 that there wasn't any kind of New Year's anywhere, and possibly 1943 too. So I would think so. Yeah, the big hammer, Kentucky cue ball. Did you feel for the tire pressure, Rosie? You mean, what do you mean? Did I feel for the tire pressure? Thank you, A. Holden. This stupid sensor, my tires are fine, the air pressure. Best thing I have is I pay $7 twice a year for Geico roadside service, so I don't have to worry about a damn thing, right? It's like no matter where the tire goes or whatever, these suckers will tow me in anywhere to a tire shop and just get it taken care of. Yeah, sometimes imitation crab meat is okay. All right. Yeah, it's probably been, yeah, Joey D, you're like the same way. It's probably been 70 years. I do check my tire pressure. I will check that tomorrow. I did get my brakes done in Koreatown in LA, so they're all good. I had to fight the guy to change the brakes. I'm like, just do it, man. And I come back later. Oh, wow, that brakes were really down to the nuts, right? I told you, man. No, you don't have to worry, Patricia. This van is just like this. My van is just like a traveling machine. All right, it's not too often you're going to see the little rascal up on the back of a Jordan lift tow truck. Okay, it was a cool sight to see it up there, but you're not going to see that too often. All right. Yeah, the tire sensors do that with the temperature change, and it's so dumb, and it's such a pain in the ass. Hi, Kiwana, nice to see you, sweetie. It's such a total pain in the ass. It's too over engineered. All of these systems are just over engineered. Definitely a year for the books. Good for standing your ground. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like it when you worry. That's good. So, you want to sit by? Hey, James, how you doing? Yeah, the fire's pretty nice. How you can make a real California roll without imitation crab. My Nissan Pulsar has an original 14-year-old rear tire. Still passes safety check. Interesting. Well, how many miles do you drive, Madowicks? I mean, you got basically New Zealand is two islands, right? South Island and North Island. I think that can reach the hundreds. Where did that come from, quirky girls? Somebody said that Rich asked me for $200 or something like that. Rich never asked me for any money. At any point in time, I gave him $25. That night he seemed to be flat busted. But other than that, when I saw him at 3 a.m. in the morning or whatever, I was at work, so I don't really know. I don't really know. Uh, I can't get a feel for whether Rich needs money or not. I don't know. I don't know whether the guy's sitting on a fortune or he's busted because I've lost the flow of. It's been too much up and down. I don't know what the story is. Okay, I have no concept what the need need level is, and when I don't understand things, I usually will pull back on my involvement. I don't know, Quirky. I don't follow that closely on a daily basis. I'm usually just getting the reflected comments that people make in other channels. Have been very focused on my own shit the last 10 days in particular, so I haven't really seen too much of what's coming down in other chats. I don't really care what people do on their channels, to tell you the truth. If you want to take your channel down that road, YouTube gives you the ability to do that. So, I don't know. Be honest with people, though. Don't take people on an up and down psychological or journey. Just be straight up with people. If you need money, people are inclined to want to help. If you don't need money, then people don't feel inclined to help. So, let's see. If you don't mind anybody, the video broke you beautiful. Somebody translate that to me. Dear, please, if you don't mind, okay, you see your body, Salif. Vidate Bokis, you bountiful girl, Rickets, you. Yeah, I'm going to need you to come in this Saturday. Yeah. I'm sorry, Awa. I don't know what the hell is going on, my friend. I'm just not really sure. I'm Rekits you. Okay, so it's all good. Um, I don't know. Cooking green. My fire's roaring. It's -7 and snowing like a bastard. I'm drunk and high and rocking the fuck on. Just passing by to say howdy. Woo! There you go, Cooking green. All right. All right. Cheryl says also, if you bragged and you had over 6,000, next day 0, people might not give. Like I said, oh, he means no more. I don't know. It sounds like Google messed up that, doesn't it? I don't know what the hell it is. Drake says, thank you, Drake, Australian 25. Thank you for the fishing crabbing video. Very entertaining, but if we can get some footage of the individuals suffering mal de mer next time, that would be a hoot. It says Schadenfreude in me. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what, Drake. I have 145 sections of video that I've transferred to my phone, and I hope over the next couple days to put together the fishing video. I'm quite pleased at the way the GoPro footage looks on that. So, but thank you very much, Drake. Awesome sauce. Thank you. Another wonderful supporter of the channel. As you guys know, when I go to Vegas, I do the $20 a day. Now, I can't tell other people how to gamble. I don't know. When I used to be on casino mailers till about a year ago, the amounts of free play that they would offer would be $10 of free play, or come in and claim your $25 of free pay. I don't know I don't know how big you have to play to get, $500, 1,000 to, I have no concept of that. I cannot, I'm not a risk taker like that, so I just don't know. I got no idea, but thanks again, Drake. Are you going to be baking holiday goodies? Not too much, Holden. A few things. I made a pumpkin pie, but I think I would like to have a note on, because December is going to be such a physical month for me with working out, body reshaping, and no alcohol. Um, I don't know what the content is going to be. It might be more cooking videos than baking videos for that month. So it's good to see. Yeah, mild de mer, sickness of the sea. So you want to see that bathroom, Drake, with all that effluent sloshing around on the floor, and people still walking in there to do their. What does that mean, Patricia? I wish you could sneak your camera for that short time so we could watch you win. I've done live streams before. Actual Patricia, you've seen. Ask Cheryl. I've gone into the D casino and done the $20 real time. I've recorded a lot of other events. Is you never know when it's going to hit, and I try to grab my camera real quick while the thing's still paying. Kicking out money and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, real time, real time, real time. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because why? It just depends. Why do I have tits? Because they look beautiful on me. That's why. Do you think? Beautiful ones. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh boy, let's see. Let's put the dumbbell out of the chat there. Let's see. You can film your machine just now though. Yes, we've seen you and D play. They do allow some measure of filming. They've gotten a lot better about it because so many people have iPhones and smartphones that they give up. They don't want security to be taken all night uh, doing that. So I may write the Circa, uh, give them a link to some of my Vegas coverage, and then see if I can get a special, I don't want to say permit, but special permission to do a little more video coverage for. So I think I'm going to try to do that over the next couple days to maybe write the Circus Public Relations Department. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to see you do cooking episodes. I've done a few over the years, also on the Murphy channel. Thank you, Golden State. Very sweet of you to say. I really appreciate it. I've done a lot of those. A lot of those. Speaking of the devil, it says he's sick. Who's that, Cheryl? Who is sick? Who is sick? No, this is just probably combed it for haven't worn it that often, but I'm taking it with me to Vegas. Let's see, Miss Rosie baked a cake that I believe was dairy free once. I kept her recipe. I made a cake for Nicole Nicolescu a couple years ago. That it was like a vegan cake that turned out pretty good. That was interesting. That was an interesting cake. So just www.youtube.com/T girl Rosie O'Kelly, I think is the Murphy. My link for the Murphy channel comes up periodically in the side chat here. It's on the rotating Nightbot thing that puts that up here. So they were talking about he has a video up saying he is sick. Well, I hope he feels better soon. Um, you know, don't know what to say. We looking every day. Let's see, you all video beautiful and you so sweet looking, nice. You and your everyday boobies full. I guess that's boobies full. I don't know. Will I be meeting up with any other streamers in coming month? Listen, I'll hang out on an RV. I have a lot of people want to put me on an RV. Okay, RV travel is very tough with, especially if you're traveling with younger people in RVs and if you're trans and all that. Um, I will hang out with RVs. I'll stream with these guys, hang out daytime, Captain, some of the other people. But I won't overnight on the RV. You know, if I can, I'll go where they're traveling to, and that's fine. But when I'm at those places, so you'll see me doing additional streaming with them coming up in the month of December. Soon as late November, early into December, I should be down in LA again down there. So we shall see. No, I got blocked from his chat from I found Rose because it's so. Okay, that's good. Nola Joe. It says your bookies are full. So yeah, welcome. That's the allergies in that recipe. That was a good recipe. That was a really good recipe. Thank you. Is that the other channel? I don't know. I know my Nightbot. I finally corrected the spelling of Murphy on that. It's been screwed up for a year and a half. So, are you going solo, Linda? I've been solo on YouTube since April. What is it, Cheryl? March or April of 2019. I gave up panel chats at that particular time, hosting panel chats, and I went on to as a solo here on YouTube. I do go on panels once in a while. I was on G Mangos' panel last week. I go on other people's panels. I do meet up with other people to collaborate and stream too. It's a lot of fun. So okay, that's the Murphy channel. Thank you, the Rosie Murphy channel there too. See, I have a video coming up on Murphy tomorrow. This crappy Hoover vacuum cleaner gave up the ghost. It isn't even that old. It made me so damn mad. I got that coming up tomorrow on that. So I'll be doing a morning upload from the road when I do my restroom check tomorrow. People love that. It's become famous, right? Who exploded in the... I feel sorry for those people that come in, those contracted... differently abled people have to come in and clean up that. Oh God, man. Oh, jeez. Tough, tough, tough. Oh yeah, I'm going solo to Vegas, but I'm hanging with Mr. Z, particularly Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and I'm probably taking off Sunday. I don't know yet. But then Monkey Boy's going to be back in LA for Friday evening, and then we have the weekend. Now, the good news is I think Monkey Boy's doing great on his recovery and stuff, so he's able to walk and do stuff. I think that's awesome. Getting late here. Okay, Penelope, thank you. Yeah, I got to get up around 4:15 tomorrow, but that's okay for me. Doesn't bother me at all. Oh, solo to Vegas. Yeah, I usually drive myself. I may. I'm tempted to kind of go up the strip tomorrow. I might go live from. There's no place I'm going to stop for metal detecting or anything tomorrow. There's no cinematic place along the way I'm going to see. So if you guys can stand it on the roads, I think I might go live from. I don't know if I'm going to stop at Mojave again. There wasn't a hell of a lot to see in Mojave down there, but I might go live from Bakersfield up climbing to Tehachapi Mountains. And up to the high desert when the sun breaks through and all that could be kind of nice, and then we'll just skitter along up there. So I might do that tomorrow. So if I do that, that will be on the Rosie Murphy channel tomorrow. So make sure that you are subbed up to that channel if you want to see streaming. And I'll probably end up this time taking the long road down the strip because evidently they have the new Welcome to Downtown Las Vegas thing over the road that I would like to get the full effect of that coming into Las Vegas. Being a Wednesday, it's not going to be super busy, I don't think. So I don't think we're going to have a ton of traffic on there. So you guys can be with me. We'll roll into Vegas the slow way and just make our way downtown. Could there be snow up there? I don't think so, Cheryl. Possibly, but I don't know if the rain is going to be that far south into the Bakersfield, Mojave area tomorrow. I think it's going to be more of a NorCal rain event here. I'm not really sure. So, how you doing? Hi, Life. Hi, MyTube. Nice to see you. Sorry I missed you. So I don't really think that there's going to be snow up there, but I can't guarantee it. Oh, well, thank you, Ivan. I appreciate that. Jeez, I should do the cocktail thing more often, right? Guess this will be my Vegas hair, right? 600 and I believe 614 miles. Linda, I have a two-part video called From Santa Rosa to Las Vegas in 10 minutes. Maybe it's a one-part video. I think I did that in 2013 where I show you the whole journey in 10 minutes on YouTube. So you can check that out. Rolling into the Vegas in dark. I think that I did that in November of 2013, and then I stayed at the Golden Nugget. At that time, I used to have my purple nighties on and things on YouTube. That was the time I talked about the guy that was going down the hall, and he was eating out of the trays that people would sit outside of their room after they had room service. He was picking up the covers, the trays, and eating toast and meats and gnawing off the bone. And I stuck my head out the door and I screamed as loud as I could, "What are you doing?" And the guy went forward and he rammed his head into the wall. I love to do that. "What are you doing?" he took off down the hall and down the steps. And there's some of that early Vegas stuff is great. You want to see my early chooching out there in Vegas in 2013, 14? Check it out on some of the playlists down there. Go down to the playlist and check it out. I ate one crab, Vanilla Rain. They're 2.5 pound crabs, which yield about a half a pound of meat. That was plenty for me. Have you ever rode the double-decker bus on Las Vegas Boulevard? Yes, I have. Thank you. Reason says great thumbnail. Yeah, the Grapevine will get that. They will halt traffic on I-5 sometimes. It's a very dangerous road when it ices and snows. Very dangerous. So yeah, there it is. There's the Santa Rosa to Las Vegas video. I believe that's 2013. Yeah, Linda, go back and look at the early Vegas 2013. I have probably 120 playlists down there. San Diego beach trips and teeny weeny bikini, and there's Lake Tahoe adventures, cinematic. There's so much crap down there. Just lots and lots of trips. Early Vegases with Vegas Vixen clubs. Just crazy amount of content on there. So that's it. Exactly that. So yeah. So if Rich is sick, I hope you're feeling better out there. So other than that, I'm so happy somehow found. Thank you, Linda. Very, very, very nice of you, sweetie. I appreciate that. So, what time is it now? It's about 8:25. I'm going to, here's one for you Californians who don't want us to travel. I say the state legislators having a meeting on Maui, Hawaii. I saw that. Yeah, here's another Las Vegas to Santa Rosa. Thank you, Cheryl. And I think I did one with Bobby too. I did a cinematic travel from Las Vegas too, from Santa Rosa to Las Vegas with Bobby. So thank you. Yeah, they don't. I heard that they're having a Hawaiian meetup there. So I don't know what to tell you, Joey D. The governor had a dinner at the French Laundry in Yountville last week, right? So I don't know. Maui's probably safer than California. I don't know. I don't know. You can see some of my early stuff in Vegas, drinking my first beers out there, and my first police encounters with bad boys and fist fights, and some of the creepers at the El Cortez Hotel. One guy wouldn't get off my, was just trying to pick me up and just bothering the hell out of me at the El Cortez and having a few laughs there. It is still raining in Santa Rosa. Yes, yes. Got to homeschool the kids. Good night, Sean. Thanks for coming in. Always very appreciative to see you here. Thank you. Always very appreciative. We are Santa's elves. You might like the Bellagio Water Show out front in the indoor conservatory. Generally, they change up the conservatory after Thanksgiving. They close it down for a day, and it is a thing of beauty. And I will be back in Las Vegas after, I'm not taking Bobby down after jury duty. However, that's going to work out. When that commitment's done, I'm off to Vegas again. Although this time I may go via Reno to Tonopah to Goldfield to Las Vegas. Finishing that trip and getting back on, the day before Christmas Eve or something like that. I don't know. So, bus could get you there and back to downtown. I can drive the car. I got the van, Patricia. So, Mr. Z's got his wheels and everything. Mr. Z's good transportation. Hi, Patty. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, guys. Thank you. The conservatory won't be the Christmas display, but I will go down there. I will. See, I don't know. I mean, people say, "Yeah, show us the conservatory stuff," but I've people get bored. They don't really care about that stuff. Street streams, they love. Back alleys, they love that stuff. Flashlights. They don't really watch. I put videos up about LA and, uh, you know, you have to be committed to the long haul for putting them up. The Laurel and Hardy, the Sister Amy's, the things where you're really showing people things. Generally, people in the Boyd community, they don't care about those kind of things, but they do love the street streaming and all that. But you have to be committed to put that content on for the long run because people don't care about live streams after 2 days. They don't watch them. They don't go back and watch. They're dead issues. So Reno to Vegas was a long 12-hour drive. D made it a long way because he took back roads. I just popped on 95. Vegas Vixen did an Uber drive, okay? She did it like in, I don't know, something crazy like 4 hours or something insane. I don't know. She did a round trip without sleep or anything. Yeah, Cheryl's like, I'm never going to see the dang conservatory again. The water show was only about 15 minutes. They've cut that Bellagio show down to once an hour, or something like that. It's just not cost effective to run that midweek. Um, Cheryl, what is your sense, Cheryl, about what do you think about the crowd this week in Vegas? Do you get a sense of after the governor put the kibosh on people and told them to stay home? What's your sense about that? What do you think? I'm interested to know what you think I'm going to encounter this week. You think it's going to be slower than hell, or what do you think? I know I need to get some shoes. I got to stop putting that off. I want to walk over to the outlets there. It's a good mile and a half each way down there. So I'd like to do that. Check that out. Just see what Cheryl thinks about what I'm going to encounter down there. Yeah, there's music with it, but once in a while you give up one for the team with the music. It's good. Sometimes I'll put my own. Sometimes I'll do my own cinematic fountains with my own music. I'll dump their music and use my own. Reckless as usual is my sense, and not the usual clientele. Okay. Let's see how that plays out, Cheryl, because I'm kind of determined to get up on the strip. We may actually do that. May commit to that. The first night I usually like to take it easy, but maybe Thursday night we'll spend some time up on the strip and check that out and see what happens. Yeah, the Bellagio is a beautiful place. I love the glass that they have in the lobby area. All that beautiful art glass they have up there is gorgeous. Hi, Linda. The I haven't gone in the Encore in a while, but I don't know if it's going to be open midweek. And Sheldon Adelson, the chairman of Las Vegas Sands, I think he wants to get the hell out of Vegas altogether. I don't think he sees the future there. I don't know. So let's see. It's beautiful, but as Rosie said, they've cut back on the number of shows and durations. Yeah, it's. I'm sorry. High enders are not going to Vegas right now. If you have money, okay, there's a lot of places you can go in the world, right? Do you really want to go into Vegas right now? Do you want that amount of people? Or maybe you want to go to Aspen to a very exclusive resort or Park Park City, Utah or something. Maybe you don't want to be Vegas, right? You don't want the glitz and stuff right now. Encore and Win aren't camera friendly, and so glad to see you through Rosie's eye. Yeah, he wants to sell the Venetian, the Palazzo. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Marcus. How are you? Yeah, I had a virtual cocktail party tonight, so earlier. Win might buy. It'll have to be a good price, Patricia Wakefield, because look at what's coming online. You got Resort Worlds coming online. You got the Circa downtown. The Grand just opened up their addition downtown. There's a lot of stuff. Uh, Sands is supposed to be struggling, and there's a lot of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get a good sense of capacity for the future down there. I don't know. They just closed up the Cirque du Soleil's adult show, Zoomanity. I guess that was more of a topless show. That's closed after 17 years, a 17-year run down there. So I just don't know. I want Green Acres RN. I'm getting the compliments tonight. I'm not your nurse, okay? Medication time. I'm not sure what that means. I want Green Acres RN. I'm not quite sure what the hell that means. Thank you, Linda. Oh, that's too cute. That is too cute. Exclusive, please. Yeah, I think Golden. Yeah, exclusive. Rich. I don't know. Um, I'd say Monte Carlo, or I'd say the French Riviera, but France is in lockdown, so that ain't gonna happen. Uh, Maybe you fly into Zurich or Geneva. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I might be tempted to fly into Manila or something and enjoy the season in Manila or Hong Kong or something like that. I don't know. Yay, hipsters, end times, yay! I want you in my party suite if it is hipster. How about that? Huh? Keep seeing those bunny ears, right? It's end times, baby. It's the end times. It's how about we roll that? It's the end of the world as we know it. Mm-mm. What's weird about this is there's light at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, but we know that as we pass through this tunnel, it's like we're going on this ride, right? Here it is. We're all going on this huge ride through this long tunnel. And we know one at a time that there's monsters in that tunnel, right? We're all riding in that ride. Hundreds of millions of us, right? And some of us are being plucked out in the tunnel of doom, right? And the ride comes out at the end, and there's a few empty seats, right? That's what I think. That's what I think we're going through. Give me the back 40 filled with cashmere, huh? Woo! Green acres is the life for me. Farm living is the land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Do, 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 do. New York is where I'd rather be. Remember that? Well, Mr. Douglas, come on down to the store. We'll set you up with a good deal. I'll stop over and see Mrs. Douglas this afternoon. Right, Mr. Haney? You like that imagery? That's exactly what it is, hipster. If you can get the end of the light at the tunnel, you're a survivor. Okay, and that is vaccines for all. But I'll tell you, honey, that imagery is exactly correct. We're on the Space Mountain ride of doom going through there, and some of us ain't going to make it out the other side. So what do? We try to protect the ones we love as much as possible. That means I'm not taking Bobby to Vegas, right? So that's the way it is. Boy, I love you. Give me Park Avenue. Do, 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 do. Hey, Chef, how are you? Good to see you. Yep. Yep, good old Mr. Haney, right? Jab and Arnold Ziffel. That's a hell of a ride. Hey, Chef, remember we had the Tower of Doom, and then you had, like in Petaluma, we had the, the water equivalent ride of the River of Doom. Now we got the death ride through the tunnel, right? To add to our hellaciously realistic amusement park. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Honey, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Do 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 do. The stores, the chores. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green acres, we are there. Do 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 do. Uh, I like the sisters from Petticoat Junction. Right? They moved my needle. Hmm? Come ride the little train that is rolling down the track to the junction. Mm, mm, to get to the junction. Lots of curves, you bet. Even more when you get to the junction. Petticoat Junction. Now there's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Yeah, how you doing, Molly? Yeah, we need a theme park. Can you imagine that, Chef? Can you believe how right I was with my future thinking, uh, Chef? Like if this thing mutates into a wild form and the world just goes to shit, and then just have like a uh, like the badass amusement park of death or something. Wild dogs on chains and burning barrels of water, of oil, and that roller coaster and just the open bar, right? People just getting hellishly blasted. And God, what a night! God, if you survive it, wow. Uh, we need those shows. Yeah, great memory. One thing I've been cursed and blessed with is an outstanding memory for the minutest bullshit of my life. Yeah. Uncle Joe. Yeah, I do go back. I've been watching lately. I've been on a Hogan's Heroes kick. I've been enjoying Hogan's Heroes lately. I ran through the whole Petticoat Junction play thing. So yeah, I've been on Hogan's. Paper dolls when I was little. Oh crap, dating myself. Yeah, well, I used to watch them. Billy Joe, Betty Joe, and Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe's what was her that was the red hair, the youngest. I guess it was the youngest one that got married in real life to the guy that played Steve Crawford or whatever. And uh, her real name was Henning, right? And yeah, her father was the one that created that show. So I guess we know how she got her job. Yeah, MASH is cool. Hi, Shimei. I'm a little bit country. You look like, oh, I look like Marie Osmond tonight. Yeah, I'm a little bit rock and roll. Boy, what a great memory of Vegas. Donnie Marie at the Flamingo. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good evening, Corn Dog John. Hogan's Heroes. Dun, dun, dun. No, he doesn't, Linda. He lives about a mile and a half away. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I've been doing that. Donnie Marie Friday night. I always thought Marie Osmond was really gorgeous. I liked Valerie Bertinelli was another that I always crushed on. She just had that. I always liked that kind of like that girl next door kind of look. Just kind of a little knock around, not a real, uh, not a big raging beauty, but just cute as a button kind. The Real McCoys. Watch Billy Bob Thornton movie based in Santa Rosa. All right. I would have let you play with my paper dolls. Wouldn't that have been fun? We could get our baby doll nighties on in Molly and have a few pop-up surprises at our party. Partridge Family. Hey, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? Check out Shirley Jones in Elmer Gantry, man. It's this chick. I'm surprised she didn't light the celluloid on fire. She was hotter than a $2 pistol. Mrs. Partridge in that movie. Woo! She plays a prostitute. Bam! Damn, she looked good. She looked good. Yeah, the girl next door look. I've always loved that the girl next door look. I can't think of too many women lately that have really embodied. Rachel Ray, when she was years ago, she kind of had that girl next door kind of look. Chrissy from Three's Company was always my crush. You like 'em blonde like that, huh? Like 'em blonde. Do 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 do. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres. Do do do. They had that whole country theme going in the '60s into the early '70s, right? Good stuff. Cheryl Teagues. I'm not sure. I can't really think of anybody comes to mind these days. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, nowadays, love the girl next door. Look, not yeah. The girl next door look I like because that just had an everyday kind of look. It wasn't like supermodel, like 3 hours in makeup and all that kind of stuff. They just had a natural kind of beauty, like J.K. NoCal's wife, Harmony. She has that girl next door, that natural beauty to her, beautiful gal. She's like the perfect girl next door type. Yeah, Jan Smithers. Yeah, she was pretty good looking. Yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, 131 thumbs up. Thank you guys. The Farrah swimsuit poster, Janet has one. It's autographed, which is pretty cool. Aldous Harding, a musician, has a look with an artistic bend like Kate Bush. Yeah, yeah. They're not. They're kind of. They have a. I don't want to call it a simple beauty because that understates their attractiveness. But they just have that. Like the kind of girl you end up marrying. You hope you marry that kind of girl. So Sally Field would have been. Yeah, she was a great girl next door type. Marlo Thomas was kind of like that too, and I just, there's something about Marlo Thomas. It was just breathtaking. Her eyes and she just looked flawless, And even today, she looks so fantastic. It's incredible. But when she was doing that girl and her big eyes, and she was just gorgeous, just stunning to me. Amy Winehouse was hot. Yeah, she was pretty. She had her attractiveness. She had a kind of a chiseled look. She had a distinctive look to her. Do, 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 do. Thank you, Craig. Good night. My favorite had the aftermarket black black light effect. That's cool. That's cool. Do 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 do. Yeah, Marlo Thomas. Yeah, I go back and look at some of those early That Girl with Ted Bessel and stuff, and I'm like, damn, man. Like, wow. Just I don't know. There's a Pixley and Green Acres in California. Yeah. Yeah, the big eyes. The big eyes. Mexican blanket. Yeah, it's because of her Lebanese, her dad being Danny Thomas, his Lebanese, her Lebanese look to her, which is beautiful. So I've known a few Lebanese, also Greek girls tend to be. I dated this girl Vanessa Pappas. She had just jet black hair and real dark eyes, and okay, she had a little bit of a mustache, but other than that, she was perfect. I mean, I could look past that. You know what I'm saying? There were other. Hey, how you doing, mobile mechanic? Yeah, she's still gorgeous. No, I didn't get new silk drapes. I think they're about a year and a half old. Very pretty mouth and teeth as well. Why do people overdose at 27? I think fame. I think fame messes with people's heads. Some people can handle it, and a lot of people can't. So, yeah, Lebanese are very striking. Greeks are striking too. A lot of Armenian women. I studied plenty of Armenian women in L.A. Their mustache. There have been so many to do. At that time, they didn't have laser treatment, chef. So that's it wasn't that you just see it a little bit, and it's like there were so many other offsetting qualities that it's like yeah, I don't know what I don't know. They always. I don't know. I don't know why. 27 years old, Britney Spears went off the rails. She didn't off herself, but it does seem a tough age. American women have great hair. Bleached. I don't know. Syrian beauties. Yeah, I mean, there's a Middle Eastern. Yep. And then you talk to Middle Eastern men; they're all into the American women, and look, so it's all mixed with a slight much that I don't bother to remove. Yeah, there you go. Some people it's like a point of pride. They're like, this is my cultural identity, and learn to love it, and that's okay too. That's all right too. Do 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 do. Yeah, we admire your honesty. I mean, when I was, I don't know, 14 years old and I went to France and walking around and saw women didn't shave their armpits and men didn't use deodorant. That was like a whoa. I didn't think there was such a thing. Yeah. Oh, is that true, Golden State? Oh man, that's my number one. Selma Hayek. Ooh, her father's Lebanese. Yeah. Wow. What can I tell you about Selma Hayek? My from dusk to dawn, baby. What can I tell you? Did you see Liberace ever? Only on TV. Only on TV. Mia Coffee. What's up, boss? Yep. Boss is in the chat. Boss is in the chat. Uh, who do I wanted to see Frank Sinatra. I never did. That's one I regret not seeing Frank Sinatra. I had plenty of chances to see Elvis when I was younger, lots of chances in the 60s because my grandmother would haul us to the damn Elvis Presley movies when I was little and I was so bored out of my skull. I would just roll the little 6-ounce green Coke bottles down under the seats, roll down. She used to slap the hell out of me after the theater. We're caught in a trap. Do 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 do. Yeah, she is. She's beautiful. I will drive carefully tomorrow, babe. Once I hit that high desert and that sun breaks through, I'm liable to just put on my gold Dorito bikini and just drive into Vegas the rest of the way. Fill up at the gas station. Here I am. That's the way. Hmm. Caught in the trap. Yeah, had a good time with the boss. Good, good, good time. Yeah, Andy McDowell, she was kind of like that in Groundhog Day. And I liked her in Four Weddings and a Funeral. I thought she was pretty cool. I thought, who was, not Phoebe Cates, but who was the other gal? Jennifer Leigh? Is that her? She had a three-part last name. I thought she was a pretty cute girl next door kind. I can't remember. Jenna Leigh, I don't know. And also, the hell was her man? There is some shows happening. They are experimenting. I like the classic. Oh well, thank you, J.A. Thank you. Around here, if you're 80 miles an hour, you better get in the slow lane. Damn right. I got my key. I'm all set, honey. I ain't gonna lose my. Why, Delilah? It better be IRL, exactly. Joey D. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. She kind of had that cute next girl next door look. Yeah, exactly. And Demi Moore in her younger, she had that look too. Ah. What the hell time is it? Ooh, it's almost 9. I'm going to go about 6 more minutes, guys, and then close it down. Going to try to get them all packed and everything for tomorrow. Get everything all secured here on the Rancho. So I will be, yeah, she was hot and go. She had to look, air up, tire, check the oil, put some injector cleaner in the tank. Reese Witherspoon, yeah. Demi got dumped. She didn't take it very well. Guys, here's a crackhead screaming, screaming, fuck it, and all that. Reese Witherspoon, yeah, I wasn't much into Julia Roberts. No, it didn't really move my needle too much. God, screamers just come. You don't know if they're gonna just come busting in a window, or some of these chicks are so wired up they might just think that they see a vision and just come right through your plate glass window in the front. Bam, 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 bam. I might have to take somebody out. I don't know. Take somebody out. Brad Pitt X is nutty. Never got anything out of that. I didn't really like her duck lips too much. Who in the hell was that? Angelina Jolie? Nah, not for me. Nope. First time. Almost there. I'm usually live once, twice a day, somewhere in there. Brad Pitt, I'm busting a nut. That's right. Isn't that great that beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Isn't that a beautiful thing that it is? Yes, Sophia Loren was beautiful. Need bulletproof windows. I, I hate to put bars up. Well, she has very. The hell does that mean? 30 minutes later, Rosie will say she is ready. The hell does that mean? Ready for what? Huh? Yeah, it just got overdone, the lips. Chef, you should be on the you should have a damn nightclub act, man. You should be on open mic comedy. With Chef, man. When they see Chef on Oaken Mud, I think she just got popped. Oh, really? I never saw the duck lips when I Urban Cowboy. Uh, the hell, what was the what? I don't know. Was that it? The one with Dustin Hoffman, right? Wasn't John Boyd in that? Wasn't he the one in that? You saw my performance this morning. The hell does that mean, my performance this morning? I saw your performance this morning. I don't know what the hell that means. What? What did I do this morning? I saw your performance this morning. I don't know. What were you doing 30 minutes later? I don't know. We'll have to wait for that one. Yeah, Midnight Cowboy, thank you. Yes, Midnight Cowboy, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I saw Bo Derek in 10. I remember that. I used to think Dudley Moore was so cute. I used to like Dudley Moore. Good night, Charla. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I showed you my Beretta 9mm. Yeah, I'm not usually one that puts the things out, you know. So yeah, I keep things properly cased and all that. I saw my performance. It was behind a tree. So you were talking about, you think you're going to be about 9 minutes more. Yeah, yeah. I thought he saw something up on X Hamster or something. It's who was that? Truthfully, Tricia and Harvey. Poor Harvey. His Dickie must be getting chafed by now. I don't know. Harvey has no filter. Thank God for the rest of us. All right, guys, it is 9 p.m. here. I am going to close it out and say thank you for a wonderful chat tonight. I will see you on the road tomorrow. I may go live from Bakersfield to climbing up that Tehachapi. and into Vegas we shall see. So it will be sunny tomorrow, which will be glorious, glorious, glorious. I don't go to the range. It's if you're talking about like Two Rocks out in Petaluma, yeah. The I don't like the range master. He's a Navy guy. He's a real tough ass. So and all that. So I'm not much on that range, but we don't have a lot of options out here. Okay, beggars can't be choosers. Love you guys. Thanks for good night, Cheryl. Thank you, my moderators, especially Cheryl, for tonight. You all have a wonderful one. I will see you on the road. Make sure you're subscribed to the Rosie Murphy channel so you don't miss this going live on the road tomorrow after I get something to eat in Button Willow. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening.